creatives! So welcome to 5-Minute Fat Quarters. This is the series where I teach you some fun and fabulous fat quarter makes in 5 minutes or less. So without further ado, let's get on with this week's fat quarter make. So you will need 1 fat quarter or 2 if you want a different coloured lining. You'll need some scissors, some clips or pins, a zip. This one is 7 inches, but I could have got away with using one a little bit bigger, a ruler, some chalk, a zipper foot for your sewing machine, a sewing machine, and some matching thread. So the first job is to fold the fat quarter into quarters, and we need to cut a quarter of our fat quarter. Lots of quarters in there. I did also give mine a bit of an iron because, as you can see here, it is really creased. I then lined up the zip with the top of the quarter that I'd cut just for size. So as you can see here, my zip is a little bit small really. Could have got away with maybe an 8 or 9 inch zip if we didn't want to cut it down, but I just cut it down to match my zip a little bit better. So I did this for 2 of the quarters of material. If your bag is going to be all the same material, then you need to do this for 4 quarters. However, I'm going to do exactly the same with another fat quarter so that my lining can be a different colour. So that's what I'm doing here. I am just using the first 2 squares that I cut out as a template to cut out 2 more squares of a different coloured material. So now we should have 4 sides of material, either all the same colour or 2 different colours. You need to pop 2 of the material pieces together, wrong side together, so that the patterned side of the material is facing up and down on the bottom. You're then going to fold a really small hem down across the top, and this is how we're going to attach the zip, just to make sure the zip is quite neat. So I'd literally say about 1/2 inch. Then you're going to pin or attach the zip to that side, to that hem, and we're going to sew across it. And just to confirm, this is against the longest edge, so whichever of your sides is the longest side, that is what we're going to attach the zip to. Now I find it relatively easy to just unzip my zip and attach both sides at the same time and then just sew them, but if you want to do this one side at a time, feel free, just do it whatever way is easiest for you. But essentially we need the zip to be on both sides of the material, and the material needs to be the same way so that the bag is going to be the same lining on the inside and the same material on the outside. And the right side of your zip needs to be on the side of the material that you want to be the outside of the bag. And in my case, the orange is the inside and the pink is the outside, so it's facing down. So when you've sorted all that, sew on the zips. Make sure that you do a couple stitches forwards and backwards at the end of each side of the zip, just to keep it really secure and cater for all the tension when you are opening and closing the bag. So your zip should now be nicely in place, and we should have both sides of our material together. So just do any last minute trimming if you need to. I trimmed it down a tiny little bit more just to make sure there wasn't too much excess fabric. And what we are going to do is we are going to stitch these sides together. So this has got to be the wrong way around, okay? So the right side of the material, so the pink, which is what I want to be the outside of my bag, those 2 sides are going to go together. Make sure your zip is open, and we are just going to pin all around the other 3 sides, and we're going to stitch those 3 sides together. Trim down any excess material, especially around the corners. And I also did a zigzag stitch all down across the seam, so I don't have an overlocker or a serger, so this is a really good way just to make sure that the ends don't fray. Now if you prefer your bag to be more of a pouch, then just turn it the right way and keep it like this. Otherwise, if you want a square bottom, your bag needs to be inside out. You need to fold the corners the opposite way together. So squish them together but the opposite way to what they naturally fall. Then mark about 1.5 inches on either side and draw a line straight across. This is where you're going to sew across. So do this on both bottom corners. So this is what they look like when they are sewed across. So trim them, and again I put a zigzag stitch just across the edges to make sure we don't get any fraying. And then that's just it. To turn the bag the right way round, you will see that it has a flat bottom, and you can go ahead and personalize this bag as much as you like. So iron on transfers, badges, stuff like that. I used some fabric glue to stick this flower on the front, but be creative and have fun with it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment down below if you tried this or any of my other fat quarter mix. Don't forget to show me some love and hit that thumbs up down below. Make sure you subscribe for more DIY, fun and creative crafty content. And hit that notification bell and you will be notified every time I upload a video. So I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep creative. Bye.